I'm John Riley from the White House Historical Association. It's hard to know exactly who the first African American was that was invited to the White House. We do know that there were some early ones that the students may have heard of. President Lincoln, just a few months after he signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, invited Frederick Douglass to come have a meeting with him. They wanted to talk about, among other things, the Emancipation called for or allowed for free slaves, newly free slaves, to join the Union Army. And so this was definitely in the Union Army's favor, and he wanted to get Frederick Douglass's advice on how to make that happen more effectively. Sojourner Truth was also a guest of Lincoln. Another famous African American that was invited, in this particular instance in 1901, Theodore Roosevelt invited Booker T. Washington, and that became controversial at the time. Washington was very famous at the time, but there were some people that weren't appreciative of the fact that he should be invited to a meal, an African American to be invited to a meal at the White House, which offended quite a few people, and Roosevelt took some heat for that. 1929 still, it's hard to believe today, there was a little bit of a mini controversy when Herbert Hoover and his wife Lou invited the wife to tea of Oscar DePriest. Oscar DePriest was the first African American elected to Congress in the 20th century. There had been a long tradition of first ladies inviting the spouses of congressmen to tea at the White House. Although no one had really had to consider what would happen if an African American woman was coming to the tea at the White House. So it ended up actually being a little bit of a controversy, but in fact at the event itself there really wasn't any fuss at all. But that was amazingly, and still until 1929, some people did not look kindly at something like that.